Welcome back to Pop Culture Roll Call, the show where our hosts are watching The Magicians by only viewing the scenes that their character is present for. This is Season 1, Episode 7, The Mayakovsky Circumstance.
Welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call. I'm your host, Mike. I'll be watching everything from the point of view of Penny. To left me as always.
It's Sasha, and I watch everything from the point of view of Margo.
In front of me as always.
It's Colin. Watch everything from the point of view of Elliot, as always.
Right here, right now.
Hey, it's Brian. I watch everything from the point of view of a goose named Quintin.
Oh my god.
Turned into a goose.
I
Don't know what
forgot.
I create in the background often.
Producer James.
Woo! Woo! James
I'm
is
not
here.
going to woo him.
I'm gonna woo him. He's
Thank
our
you.
producer.
I'm not gonna pander to the producer.
And
is why
here's
you
where
get bad edits.
Mike's mic gets cut.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out to the live stream this weekend on Saturday. I appreciate it. We watched the first episode 1, Season 1 of Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
That was so
Had a
much
great
fun.
time.
Actually,
Yeah.
that was really fun.
Yeah.
Not as depressing as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think we framed it more depressing than it was.
You doomed the gloom out of it.
Well, it was like, we talked about. You'll have to listen to that live stream if you want to hear about what we said.
Yeah, listen to live while the video's up too at some point in the near future, and you can go up and you can watch along with us in the episode if you missed it. So
I will always pay
go get our. We don't need to waste your time here. Go seek it out on your own time.
Absolutely.
We
Seek
have
it
other
on
ways
your
to
own
waste
time.
your time here.
Oh yeah, and trust me, we're gonna waste an hour of it. By the way, trust.
The internet's number one way to waste your time.
I started with credits this week, and I need to get into this because I need to figure out what the fuck y'all are up to.
I told you I'm a goose.
I know. I can't wait to find out more.
I also
if
started with
anything.
credits, yeah.
Yeah.
I have stuff before.
You're also a goose, right?
No.
You guys were flying V's together,
Wait.
right?
Yeah. Weren't you flying?
Wait,
at the
your
end of
first shot a goose flying, geese, bunch of geese flying.
I didn't put that
One
together.
of those geese is you.
Why do you think you? The whole premise of the show is you don't see stuff your character doesn't see. If you see a goose, you're one of the geese.
And also, you saw at the end of the last episode. That was how we left it.
In all fairness, I may give you an establishing shot that you may not have seen, but you did because you were a goose.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're flying south for the summer.
The bird is the word, and I am the bird.
Summer.
Uh-huh.
What bad geese.
And apparently we fly to fucking Antarctica.
You fly south for the summer to Antarctica.
And there's like a building in the snow in Antarctica that looks like a regular school building, big stone building.
Yeah.
And we're in Antarctica.
I'm not happy about it.
No, because then it cuts to us inside the building.
Okay.
And it's like, well, that just happened.
What the fuck?
You know what? A lot of the initial notes I took now make sense.
Uh-huh.
I guess my brain just wasn't ready to imagine a world where I flew somewhere as a bird.
But you understand that the last episode, I said that I got turned into a bird. You could have connected 2 dots.
I chose not to.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
did choose not to.
I chose not to.
I mean,
As is your right.
I wish that this was turned into a situation where you all literally saw an entire episode as a goose. That would have been also
I
very
wish.
fun.
No,
Also-
the geese do not return.
Also, just shocking that you presumably this is the schoolhouse is in the interior of Antarctica. So am I supposed to believe that a bunch of geese
Magical
just
geese.
made it? I suppose through
Do you know how
Antarctica.
long it would take a goose from
That's what I'm saying.
upstate New York to Antarctica?
Long time.
That's
Yeah.
when you drink an energy drink
Oh,
first.
it was magic.
I don't fucking know.
Gotta
Probably.
be some kind of magic.
Listen, if I'm a magician, I'm a bird. That bird by default is magic.
Listen, the match doesn't have to have all the rules spelled out for me, but I
okay.
need to know what is
Sure,
happening.
I understand that.
Do you need
There's
the
no-
goose to wear a top hat with a wand?
I mean, a top hat. What do you think magicians wear?
They got that little hat, the little
What
And
kind
then
of
they
hat?
pull a rabbit out of it.
yeah. But
Oh,
this
I guess
time,
the top hat. I was
Yeah.
thinking of a pointy hat, like a wizard's hat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a clan member.
Jesus.
we don't endorse clan members.
Obviously.
Or magicians.
I'm not saying they're equally bad.
If you do close-up magic, you are an evil
Hold on,
person.
everybody.
No.
Let's get out our pens and papers because I need to really narrow down how we feel about these different groups.
Here's the thing,
We need
though.
to be very clear.
Here's the thing,
We're
though.
on the record.
30 years ago, this is much more of a joke. Nowadays, people need reminders.
Okay, we've reminded them.
All right.
We've reminded them.
Anyway.
Magician
Okay, so,
top hat. Top hat
okay.
on a
Sure.
goose.
But anyways, like, yeah, it literally just cuts to us inside wearing like white sweaters.
Yeah.
They're like different uniform. I guess we didn't have uniforms when we're on campus.
You're not even dressed like a goose, like
No.
in
What?
goose colors or
We're-
something.
Honestly,
like, come
we're
on.
dressed like we're in
Honest
Do
rehab.
something with the goose stuff. Sorry, I hit my mic.
You're not the first one
I
so
know.
far.
I just don't ever make that mistake usually.
At first, I thought this was like another one of those
Tests.
like mental health facility things,
Oh,
like with
like
the
the
way we're all dressed in all white.
Cutaways. Yeah.
Like I'm wearing like a white sweater. Alice has like a white sweater dress on. Penny and Katie are here. Apparently, there's like 6 or 7 more kids that were herded into the library by a TA that I never see. And then a dude with one of the worst fake Russian accents I've ever heard is here.
Not a good one.
It's really bad.
Not a good one.
Wait, you think it's bad?
It's not good.
Shot across the bow, broke the mast.
No.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And he's
going.
like telling us to sit, and then we kind of like, who the hell are you? Like, don't say anything. We're just kind of staring, Gen Z stare at him or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't ask twice, and like, or he's like, I don't ask and I don't order twice or whatever. And so we sit down. It's fine.
Or what?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like drill sergeant-y?
A little bit, and he says that he hates us
Okay.
because
Immediately.
Tough
we
love
don't
shit.
know anything.
Yeah.
That is
What a good teacher.
We learn
the
magic.
worst.
We learn magic like parrots learn Shakespeare. Essentially, tricks for birdseed.
Yeah. So
At
he's
least
like,
they're
we're
keeping the
not
bird
learning.
puns
We're
going.
just.
I do like the bird puns.
It
Or
drives me
jokes.
absolutely insane. This like conceptually, I have problems with the academic system in the show. And it's not getting better.
Oh, it'll get worse before the end of this episode.
It sounds bad already. It's like, oh, we hate you for not knowing how to do magic right. We're going to teach you magic poorly and admit that we are teaching you poorly.
Yes.
And then also, we're going to also gatekeep that, even teaching people magic poorly, and then say the people that are trying to teach themselves deserve what they get. I truly hate this place.
Hold on. Before the end of the scene, it gets even worse because we're not allowed to ask questions because he immediately takes our voices away. So we can't talk.
Wow, so much for the Socratic method.
And we're given a spell that makes nails go into boards perfectly straight.
Yep.
So we have a bunch of nails, and then the spell in front of us makes the nails go into the boards straight, and he leaves, and then I lift up my spell, and underneath, like carved into the wooden table in front of us, says like, abandon all hope, all ye who enter here.
Yeah. And he throws a bunch of shade at Katie because he asks her if she knows what this charm is. And then she kind of stammers her answer a bit. And he goes, one day your looks will be gone. So unless there's a brain behind those batting eyelashes, you'll be selling oranges at an off-ramp.
It's always the women, huh? It always just seems like that's always at the women. I never hear a guy talk about a himbo like that. No, I don't.
Justice for himbos? Or injustice for himbos?
Anyway.
And then
go
we get
on.
credits.
Mind sluts.
Nine sluts. I like that it happened at 4 different times. We
I like the
I didn't know if we were
echoing.
gonna like.
Yeah. I
like
didn't
the
know.
echoing.
Yeah,
I
thought
think
we were
it
gonna
works better
count
that
up
way.
to it, but we can just keep it. Like
We
that.
mix
I
this in
like
5.1 surround Dolby,
I
right?
do like that. Yeah.
Still no.
Still no, never been
I
Dolby.
still no.
It is 1.0 mono.
On purpose.
No, it's 2.0 dual mono.
Spicy.
Double up.
Why?
Do you have episodes?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We just don't see you
We
all.
have the best episode.
We do have a very good episode. It's a very. I don't know what y'all are up to,
That's
but
great because I did not like this episode.
I'm sorry for you. We are having a great
we had
time.
a good time. Because Margo and Elliot, we are getting ready, and by getting ready, I mean packing our best hedonist get ups for the great bacchanal that is Encanto Incolta.
And it's in Ibiza, people. We're going to Ibiza. I'm so excited
I
for
don't like
them.
my episode anymore.
Margo whips off a cover and is in this sultry kind of dangly swimwear bikini.
Yeah, it's a bikini with
beaded.
a cover up, but the cover up is just beads and string from
Yeah.
top to bottom.
Tasteful.
It's honestly,
Modest.
Not that either.
it
looks great.
it looks amazing.
Yeah, but it's not modest.
I
But
mean,
it's covering
doesn't-
a bikini, so it's
That's
more
what I'm
modest
saying.
than the bikini.
I think it's more built into the whole shebang. I'm
it's
not sure if
definitely
it's
not built in, but yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it is
it's
a
not
cover up.
hiding anything.
You guys are Anyway, go on.
Just because it's not modest doesn't mean I didn't compliment
Any
it.
sort
It's
of cover
not
up,
a
in my
modest
opinion,
thing.
is modest.
Sure, nudity is the only immodest thing. Everything else is modest. So
like-
that's obviously
Listen,
true.
team-
There's some modest pasties
There
you got.
was some real connection between me and Margo in this episode, and honestly, I'm not going to hear a bad word about her. I'm just going to put the
used
line in the sand
definitions
right
of
now.
words. I just use the dictionary.
Listen, it's not our fault. Colin's a Puritan.
Yeah, that's what we should get out of this one. Elliot is kind of going the opposite direction with it, where instead of like scantily
Turtleneck?
clad,
Turtleneck
well,
parka?
kind of though, because I'm more in this like English frillery and finery and like a mask, kind of like, you know, the hedonist ball. Everyone wears this sort of ornate mask, so you don't see their face, and then you go into this like den of sin and do whatever you want with whoever you want. That's like how I'm approaching it. Whereas like Margo feels like you're gonna go dance, you're gonna lounge, you're going to like luxuriate. I don't know if we like separate out. We get some more information here about later, but I'm not in a like a thong, like
No,
or,
you actually throw a little scarf around your
yeah,
neck.
I'm not underdressed. I'm
Little
overdressed. if
ascot
anything.
almost. Yeah, it's cute. Like this scene is basically just like setting the stage for like where we're supposed to be going. It also introduced a character. His name is Todd, and
Todd.
he's trying to get an invite from us because the only people who are allowed to go to this event are people who've been there already, or if you know somebody who's been there. Basically, like somebody has to invite you to go.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to get an invitation from us, and we're trying to. What is the opposite of letting somebody down easy?
Let
Destroy
down
them,
hard.
crush them.
Tough love.
And we like do this whole bit about how, well, you know, like the reason that we can't have him come is that he's just not gonna fit in right. Last time we brought somebody to, it was like a different event, and we were like, oh, what was his name? We're like, oh, weirdly, it was also Todd. Anyway, we turned him into a pig and ate him because he was just bumming everybody out and just hanging out in the corner. And Todd can't tell if we're joking or not, and we end up scaring him off, and we just like laugh like hilariously after he leaves.
Yeah.
we
We
did
just-
not actually eat a kid,
No.
okay, but we
I get more worried about these two each week.
actually I do not. I actually think they're incredible.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
no,
fine.
I didn't mean your characters. I meant you two.
Us too. Fair enough. Yeah, Todd dips out immediately, and we just didn't want him to harsh our vibes because we're at like it's our favorite time of the year. We're about to go do this damn thing, and we don't need to explain to a normie why he can't come.
What is it with Todd's?
I don't know.
Anyway,
1D or 2?
the
I put 2 in my notes.
same.
fair.
The one thing I will say is that we also talk about we need to bring a gift.
Yep.
Apparently, last year we bought a literal bag of dicks,
Yeah,
but it was a little passe.
like a functional bag of dicks, so that people could go fuck
Like
themselves.
this event is, what did we
Okay,
say?
we're in a world of
sun,
magic.
drugs, magical, whatever, and then sex 5 times a day, but on a bad day.
So,
Yeah,
So like it is supposed
Here's-
to be like
here's the
really
problem.
hedonistic.
eyes wide shut shit going on.
Here's the problem with that sentence.
Yeah.
In the real world, you say bag of dicks.
Yep.
I'm assuming bag of dildos.
Nope. Dicks. Functional.
Like
It's magic.
What?
that. Oh, so okay.
Do you know how a dick
you
works?
flew to Antarctica and you're questioning me over a bag of dicks.
You were
like,
a
I
goose.
just,
You're a
want-
goose.
I just want to
we
point
can't
this
put
out.
that whole sentence as the title.
You flew to Antarctica and you're questioning me about a bag of dicks. It is magic.
So it's just fleshy penises, but just no body attached.
I didn't see a picture, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean it's a bag of dicks,
I'm
not
a-
a bag of.
It'd be weird
Dicks
if there
with
was
bodies.
bodies attached, a
Everyone
bunch
would-
of naked men with all their dicks
Right,
into
we
a
would just say
singular
we
bag.
brought a bunch of naked men. That's
Yeah,
not what
Listen,
we said, though.
and also completely irrelevant. Why is it always a bag? Why is it not like a box or like
You're
a
right, that is irrelevant.
right?
So I wrote down, Elliot had overheard some of like second years or third years or somebody. They were talking about a magical spell that I think might sort of like lend us to finding the right gift. They were talking about a magical djinn.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the whole thing, but I like wrote down on a piece of paper and you're like, ooh, magical gin and tonics, gin and lime. Nobody's ever thrown gin out of a party. Gin's fun. And I was like, well, it's going to be less fun when you realize how we have to get the other half of the spell, because I think we have to go to the library. And Margo and like obviously her party get up's like,
Books.
damn it. And my next scene's in the
We're in
library.
the library.
Do we want to just bounce back and
Yeah.
forth scenes? Because
I
we're
have a
not going to
bunch
have
of-
any indication of when we cross over,
Not
because
at
there
all.
is
Like
none.
there is nothing.
I
So,
have
yeah.
a bunch of like short scenes throughout most
Hit a
of this
couple of
episode.
them.
So
Just
like
do it.
me and Alice are working on this nail spell. We're basically in effectively dorm rooms across the hall from each other with like the doors open. So we're like looking at each other. Yes. Question from the audience?
Yes, I'm sorry. Do we get any explanation about why you're here or who this person is or anything?
It's the next trial, I believe.
Got it. That's right. You were still doing the trials.
Yes.
Got it. That's even funnier that we're going to Ibiza while you guys are doing your trial. Anyway, go on.
When the kids are away, the parents will play.
And we don't have our voices, so we're like silently joking around. I like do like the finger gun in my mouth, like, oh, I want to die. This is miserable.
How
but like
old is
we're not sitting
9.
in the same room, and there's nothing telling us we couldn't sit. I don't know. It's so weird. So we're like across the hall from each other working on this spell, and then the dude, like the Russian dude, walks down the hall and like looks into our rooms, and he's like, why don't you two just fuck? And then no, well then try this, work. And then he like left. It's
an interesting teaching tactic.
I don't know if teaching's the word.
yeah.
Again, if I'm all about the dictionary today, and I'm pretty sure that teaching is not what's happening. There's another word in there somewhere. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out.
Do you have anything from this nail stuff?
So I have one quick scene where I'm struggling to get the nail to do anything.
Sure.
And then Katie comes by, and she like goes to put her like hand on my shoulder, and I pull away, and she looks kind of disappointed.
Oh,
and then
she
like
said she was using you or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Why is she disappointed? That seems like the exactly kind of thing you would expect to happen after you said that.
you fucked around. Now you found out.
It kind of feels like it.
And then she hands me a thing, and I had to like flip my laptop, and I think it's a candy bar. So she's like trying to leave me. She's trying to like, crack the facade.
Sorry,
hard
I
to-
used you. Here's a candy bar.
I mean, it's hard to apologize without being able to say anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. And then my next scene is I think we're all together.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're, back to working on our nails, and Alice gets hers and I get mine, and then the Russian dude comes back and he's like, oh, he's like sarcastically clapping. And he's like, you're both such winners. And then like I like levitate like 50 nails and then like throw them down into the table in front of me, and it just says dick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's
Was there a
like,
bag of that?
the dude's like, probably your like first intelligent communication. And then he like slaps me and he's like, nail extractions next. And then
He just slaps you?
yeah, and then he walks away, and then Alice comes from across the hall and like kisses me, and then goes back to her room.
What the fuck is happening?
Wait, why are you guys kissing?
Yeah, great question.
No. Hold on a second. Is this a secret? Are you guys together or something? Is there something going on?
Unless I missed something.
I do think they've been kind of setting.
Yeah, they've been saying
them
like
up
we were
Yes,
a
naked
little
together
bit.
last episode, telling each other our darkest
That was
secrets.
because you had to be, though.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, fine, whatever.
I don't know. I mean, I would also like to know if secret. I don't know if there's enough for me to call it out. I do think it's weird.
I'm telling
your
you,
half of the episode feels weird.
there is. Yeah, it does feel weird. That is 100% true.
Listening to it makes me sound like I had a dream that I'm slowly forgetting and trying to remember it.
100%.
Like all of this sounds like
Like
my
first I
loose
was a goose, and then we were trying to nail things, and I wrote out the word dick, and then she
Right.
kissed me, and then she left.
You also got slapped by a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, very good teaching standards here.
Huh. Okay.
something standards.
But then, yeah, my next one's in the Great Hall.
And it seems like we all passed.
Yeah.
So I don't
The
get my
nails
scene of
one?
my passing. But he's like,
Great.
you can remain because you all passed barely. You can now speak. And no one says anything.
Yep.
And he's like, you remain silent. Perhaps you're teachable after all. And
You gotta remember, all of this is in a very bad Russian accent.
is it supposed to be funny?
I think it's
Is this
supposed to be funny.
I was
I think
I'm
they're
not saying
going
is it
for
funny. Okay, they're going for it to be funny. Okay.
he's not. He's playing that like.
I know the character
that
Russian.
like shithead teacher who's actually teaching you something.
Is he actually teaching you something, though?
The text of the show would say yes.
Yes.
And
I
I will
see.
tell you why by the end.
Okay.
Interesting.
And our next lesson, our next thing to learn, is mind control.
I love how we go from nail a nail into a board to mind control.
Control somebody's being and soul.
But we're doing bugs instead of people.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And then we're like, I think I bring up like, oh, like,
that
is that
ethical?
ethical? And he's like, tell that to the hamburger you had for lunch.
How much control did he have over his destiny? And
You
then we're
killed
like,
a puppy with cancer. Fucking ethics?
Thank you.
What do you mean ethics?
it's a wild
Ethics?
fucking sentence.
Quintin is my least favorite person, I think. Anyway, go on.
See, and here, this isn't the true litmus test because it was a character being played by Brian.
I know.
We'll have to
I'm
see.
not playing the character. I'm reciting
No,
what
you
the
are
character
Brian.
did.
And you are Quentin.
I was going to say
And
he
you are
is
both.
Brian. That's true. Later on in the library,
Yeah.
let's get over to Elliot and Margo. So we're hanging out, reading books. It's dead ass boring. We are reading all the books that sort of have the rest of this djinn spell are in Arabic, though, which is unfortunate because Margo.
Oh, DJINN.
Well,
Jin.
we're
get
getting
there.
there.
No?
We're getting there.
We'll get there.
We don't know that right now. We think we're getting.
I will say
djinn.
Brian claps for Brian. He did figure it out.
Yes.
But we do not. The Elliot and Margo do not know it yet.
And I also,
so
didn't.
you think it's you think you're
Gin and,
procuring
like,
booze?
Yes,
correct
My
for
new
this
magic
party.
shop /
Magical
bar
gin
is
for
now
the
called
party.
Gin and Juice.
That
DJINN and juice. That'd be pretty fucking
That's
rad.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So Margo failed Arabic and Elliot passed, got straight A's, but he cheated. So also don't really know what we're doing. And that's whenever some hot blonde number, some dude,
His name is Mike. Right?
Mike, yep, who we get in a second, he's like, "Are you all trying to read Arabic? Because I mean, I passed that class. It's been a couple of years, but I could help you out." And Mike and Elliot immediately start bedroomizing, and
Yeah.
Margo makes bedroom eyes with Mike, who then does not reciprocate and starts looking at Elliot, and then Margo looks very pissed off.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm Margo. Like, I'm just irritated.
Very, very mad that you are not all of a sudden the hot piece at the table, which I thought was pretty good. So yeah, Margo's super jealous. And then later on, back in the house, so he sits down and starts kind of helping out. We'll do one more quick, or I guess two more very quick scenes here.
Very quick, yeah.
So go back to the house.
Yeah, and we're still like we're trying to make this spell work, but like the only line that I have here is like clearly like cut in between other stuff is Margo just being like, just bang now.
Just bang.
Like I'm just like she's just tired of like she's trying to work and these two are like flirting over
Yeah.
her and she's just like, I need you guys to just bang it out, basically. Like,
Yep.
I just
Where there's like
need
a
it to be
machine.
done.
It looks like I think what they're trying to do. So there's like a distiller, like a big copper like device.
Yeah,
and
with,
there's
like,
a jar
swirls.
in it, and the idea is like a little like dropper. So you're trying to like condense and then drop. So
Yeah.
to us, we're trying to make gin, and like things aren't going well, and she's tinkering, and while we're making bedroom eyes. So yeah, go bang it out now. And then my next scene is just a cut to black, which is giggling, bed frames squeaking, and moaning.
And loud noises. Yeah.
And loud
I
noises.
don't have a cut to black. I have a visual.
Okay.
And it's basically like I'm looking through like the beaded curtain and you can just see her like, huh? Like realizing that you guys are just making a lot of noise and then she ends up leaving, which is funny.
Yeah.
But like it's just that whole audio, that's how long she's standing there.
Just waiting. Okay.
Are you banging a Jin?
No.
Okay.
No, just a pretty boy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty man.
Thank you.
He is
You're
pretty-
welcome. Yes, go on back to do your thing.
Real quick last bit from the last scene that we skipped over. Because there's moments where me and Katie are kind of giving like frustrated looks to each other. But the when the shithead comes to my jar, he opens it and it's like a centipede, I think. And he sees my tattoo as it crawls on my arm and he goes, "You're a psychic?" And then that cuts to another scene for me. Which I can kind of just jump into real quick. And he's like, he brings me into this, like his private office. He's like, "You're also a traveler? Who put that tattoo on you?" Let me guess, some well-meaning educator. And
It was Katie, right?
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
the one who put the tattoo on you. Okay.
but it was
The teachers told you to do it though.
there was another traveler told me to do it,
Yeah.
and then the main kind of
But Katie's the one who actually did it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I say that it's saving my life, but he says no, it's chaining you to a rock.
Which we kind of knew until you get a little bit more practice and
Yeah.
you can take it
Yeah.
off.
Feel like you were going to try to disappear like right like you
Yeah.
almost tried to leave already so it
Yeah.
really did save your life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And his whole thing is like, no, you are free. You are the most, like, you are freer than anyone in this universe. And he grabs this like weird, it almost looks like a tool that, like the end of a dumpling, like those like ridgy lines, like
Sure, like a scoop.
The little like
the little like
waves.
a little rolling cutter
Yeah.
kind of thing. He takes that out and like brings it to my
the
arm.
pasta cutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, so they told you not to travel? Too unpredictable? Too out of control? I'm like, yeah, because it is. I have no control. I have no sense of direction. And he says, it's like telling an eagle to fear heights. I will teach you how to soar. And he like gives me this look, and I don't stop him. And we just hear squelching sounds as he just starts.
No anesthetic? What the hell?
No, magic.
Oh, magic. Okay.
No, but you hear squelchy sounds. He's cutting
Yeah,
him
it's
up.
squelchy.
That's disgusting.
There's got to be a better way to remove a tattoo than with
Especially
a pasta
for a
roller.
magician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just
Actually.
bada bing.
It's a magical tattoo.
Like a little finger gun.
So what?
Wait,
That's a
for
magical
a Russian
tattoo.
guy, you went with 2 Italian catchphrases.
Wait,
Bada
like
bing.
So, yeah, like his accent's doing him any favors.
I thought you didn't hear it. And you're like, that accent was clearly terrible.
I know what what an American doing a bad Russian
Goulash.
accent's like. Yeah. You want to keep on doing a thing?
Yeah, keep
We
going.
get, want to do
Yeah.
a thing? Want me to
Yeah, I
do a
mean,
thing?
we're doing mind control on bugs. I don't know if you have any of that still.
I'm focused on more important things.
So apparently, me and Alice are the only people who can't complete the mind control test. So he takes the two of us and hooks up like electrodes to our temples, and
That's safe.
he has like these rings, about like softball-sized rings or whatever, and there's a bunch of fireflies or something, and we're supposed to have the flies go through the rings, but if they hit the rings, then we get electrocuted.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And honestly, but regardless of all the fuckery, an interesting test.
Trap?
I like the idea of
Interesting
like
saw trap?
There's a whole room of flies and rings, and like control them to fly through the ring. I don't know. I think it's an interesting thing. He's being abusive about it, but
So we're like, okay, let's take this one. We'll have it go. And there's like, 5 rings or whatever. And so like we start doing it, and whatever. We make the one bug fly through the rings, and we're like standing shoulder to shoulder at this table, right? So the table's in front of us. We're looking the same direction, shoulder to shoulder. We get the bug to fly through the rings, and we're like celebrating. We're like, yes. And I like, as far as I can tell, I turn to give her a double high five at chest height.
oh god.
It's very awkward, but I like turn and like just full on grab her chest with both hands.
Is this a bad anime?
Like, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Actually, wait a minute. Is this because this
I don't
actually
get a
this seems
nosebleed.
pretty
Producer
well
James
anime.
is laughing in a certain way, which makes it seem like this could be a bad anime.
Well, because it just has
the
all of
teacher being an absolute asshole, abusing the
like
students, teaching
the
their
whiny male lead.
Awkward boob high fives.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, I just fell into your like that doesn't happen.
But wait, you hate this, but it's anime?
No, I don't watch that anime. I am
Okay,
an
fair
anime
enough. I was
connoisseur
gonna
of
say.
I don't
taste.
watch that anime.
Are you? Yeah, obviously.
You gotta keep it easy and watch no anime.
So simultaneously, I grab 2 handfuls, but also knock off
Say
her.
handfuls. Don't say handfuls.
Actually, it's very funny. Go on.
Knock off her like mind zapper things. And then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then all the bugs apparently simultaneously fly into the rings, and I just get zapped and then pass out.
I thought you were going to
This
say you make the
does-
bugs fly into her boobs. That's where I thought we were
This
going.
does sound like a Gooner anime. I'm not gonna lie.
Gooner anime.
That's what it is.
And so I'm like unconscious, and then I'm like, the dude's like splashing at what I think is water at first, but it's vodka. He's splashing vodka in my face to
Because
wake
he's
me up.
Russian.
Uh-huh.
Of
Oh
course.
my god!
Yeah.
I didn't know
Uh-huh.
we were adding racist too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I thought we just had a bad accent.
No, he's drinking vodka like most of the rest of my episode.
Brutal.
And mostly out of the bottle. And so like I wake up, and then he like turns to Alice. He's like, "Do you want me to flunk him so you can pass these tests with flying colors?" And she's like, "No, sir." And I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, I tried." And then so we end up getting all the bugs to fly through the rings. And he's like, "Where's the joy? Where's the fun? Why are you so determined to be so fucking bland?" He's like, "Meet me in the lobby in 5 minutes." And we're like,
We're gonna go
at 5 p.m. Sorry. So yeah. Anyways, my next scene is the two of us in the lobby. Does anybody have anything else? Because
I do.
this is where it gets weird. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is where it gets weird?
Uh-huh.
2 handfuls? This is where it's getting weird?
Yes.
Okay.
Legitimately, yes. You've seen nothing yet.
Okay. I'm in his office, and I teleport back from somewhere. So I'm doing
Back into his office.
yeah, I'm just I'm doing teleportation tests.
Sure. Okay.
And he's like, "Where were you?" I'm like, I was in my hometown in Florida." He's like, "Dull again," and I teleport again, and I come back. I was in a desert, maybe Afghanistan. So there were some people with guns. I think I saw a drone. And he's like, "Again," and I go away, and I come back, and this time, like my clothes have like a little bit of kindling. Like, oh, my clothes are on fire.
Sure.
And I'm like, I was in a goddamn volcano this time. And I was like, well, you survived. Gold star. So
He's just trying
Florida, Afghanistan, volcano.
This dude has an obsession with like the magical role should be magical, and like anything mundane is a failure. So it's like, yeah, we did the thing where we got the bugs to fly through, but we didn't do it with any panache. So like, fuck us, right?
Okay, so I have a question. So
Yeah.
maybe we pin this for the wrap up, but given that you're saying that this is a character that the show in text is telling us that we're like learning from, like we should trust him and we should learn from him. He's got something valuable to add. Is that, since he's speaking from that level of authority, is the show trying to tell us that, like, that mundane is bad? Like,
Yes.
do you think that is the position of the show?
I do
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Which kind of would make a little, maybe that lends a little bit more credence to why Elliot and Margo are, like, we've kind of like put Elliot and Margo into this idea that they are just these kind of people, but maybe they're acting a little bit more like magicians.
I actually just
like-
think that, like, literally that's what I was piecing
Yeah.
together. It was like, oh, so Elliot and Margo are just like what you are if you're a magician.
Yeah.
And maybe they're a slightly heightened version, but they talk
'Cause they're
about
hot,
this.
but, like-
yeah, right. But they talk about these like different. This is like not the first, second, or third time we've talked about these big magician events and getaways and retreats, and all of them are always predicated with like it's a fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe it is just like the magic is a sort of like a hedonism allegory with it.
Well, I think that there's also this comparison of like you have, let's say you learn how to play the piano like by the book textbook perfectly. Right. You are an expert like textbook pianist. But then you have that same person who maybe can't do jazz. Like they can't like get lost in it. They can't, like, they have to play it by numbers.
Sure.
They can't kind of freestyle within it. And that's the kind of magician like you are doing magician textbook style. You are doing tricks, and you're not like
Living it.
you're not finding the spirit of being a magician.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't hate, like, it's the same thing as, like, my favorite villains are villains who revel in being villainous. And my favorite, like, magical beings and things like that are ones who revel in being magical and the power that they hold, like, have fun with it. I don't think that the weird Russian stereotype bad accent guy is the best version of that educator on that one, but I don't hate the idea of like that is something that they're trying to make the show have more fun. And I'm wondering if the show's going to have like a bit of a renaissance whenever the characters stop being so damn dour.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just trying to have like every version of the like edgy, you know, edgy educator, the educator.
Educator.
And this is like, oh, what if we had like
Hello, youth.
drunk professor who like is kind of aloof and abusive, and then what if, you know, this guy, like, whatever. They're trying to have like all these different flavors of it to be like, oh, everybody in this world's kind of like themselves, like unapologetically in different ways, and this is just the newest flavor of that, I guess.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, kind of lines up. Because even, like, the teachers and the teachers' assistants, when we were doing, like, the Mind Palace, like, the, like, scorpion in the mouth, like, all of that had a flair. Again, it all was, like, big. It was the games that we played in the gymnasium were open up, like, like, cyclones in the ceiling. Like, there is a drama to magic. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Anyway, let's jump back over. So you all... Mike, you were doing something. You were teleporting around.
Yep.
Is that the end of your scene?
That one, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's jump over and do our thing.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have anything before I show up, but I come in with, and I'm complaining about how, like, you know, you guys did nothing but each other, right?
Yeah.
Even Todd was more helpful, and like Todd like turns around, smiles, and starts like walking towards me, and I'm like, God, don't! I'm just using you for effect. Like Margo is just, I love her. I love her so much.
I like how the Russian man being mean to the students, you're like, fuck that guy, I hate this. And then Margo's being very mean to Todd. And
She's
you're like,
not
this
in
is
a
the
position of authority.
She is a little
These
bit.
are her peers. What do you mean?
Todd sees her as in a position of authority. It's perceived position of authority.
No, absolutely not.
Really?
I
You don't think Todd sees her as being like the boss in the situation?
No, I think thinking somebody is cool and someone being in a position of authority, I think are actually quite distinct.
Because you're all
things.
second years.
Correct. Or at least if he's not older.
He's not a third
which I
year
doubt it.
because
Right,
he's
that's
not.
right. There's not 6 people. I
He's
keep
not
forgetting.
sad.
Right. So
I guess a
this is
position of
why
power versus authority.
I think actually that's a different thing. If you
Yeah,
have
for sure.
power via social cachet, I feel like that's like something that is like everybody had like an opportunity to earn and you just got it through force of personality. You were just like a personality that people like, which I think is really different than somebody who like is your teacher and can slap you and you can't punch them back. Like,
sure, I would not disagree that there's a difference between it. I guess I would say somebody giving you that power and then or the power over that relationship you have, this like the social relationship you have with them and then utilizing that.
yeah, but in the first
Negatively
one, you've
against them.
chosen to give that person power over you. In
Oh,
that
for
way,
sure, yeah.
Which is the second one you don't, which to me I think is like different, and that's why I read it really differently.
Yeah, always more of a bit, but yeah.
In any
agreed.
case, that's why I think it's okay for her to be mean, because you could just not like her, but you're not gonna, because she's so great. So it's fine. Like, I don't know. I really like her. I find her really charming. I'd be one of those people she'd be mean to. I'd be like, great.
Mike gives a
What am I doing?
Mike. So no, Mother Mike.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
This is gonna
Walmart.
be confusing.
Right, I know. Well, we should maybe give him another name. We'll see if he comes
Hopefully
back.
he's not a recurring character.
I don't know. Maybe actually.
We'll get
He
there.
gets a lot of screen time.
Anyway, yeah, we're there, and Mike's trying to apologize,
but also
and
like
I'm sorry.
like flirt with you too.
kind of. I kind of got the vibe that it was more of like, I'm gonna be around more, and like I need to be friends with you, not in like a mean or like calculated way, but just more of like, you guys are like clearly have something going on, and it's like I'm your best friend, so he's going to put the effort in. That's kind of the vibe I got for that, but maybe I was misreading that. In any case, and I was like, maybe after Ibiza. Like, I just don't even want to
You just
deal
want to
with
get
you
to
right
Ibiza.
now. And then we start the magic gin machine.
Yeah, and it kind of like and like shakes
cute.
and makes sounds, and we all kind of step back because it seems like it's going to explode. Like pressure is mounting, and all of a sudden we're like, it didn't work. It kind of like settles down for a second.
But I have Todd get ice and olives because it starts to change, and as soon as I pop that top off, a genie, an actual
djinn
appears.
Yeah.
And Elliot's just like, fuck.
God, and then
That
I
makes a lot
spell
more
it out
sense.
like not GIN, DJINN. God damn it.
Yeah.
And then the djinn stands still for a second, just like arms crossed, smiling, and then nobody acknowledges or says anything, but he reaches over and like grabs Mike by
He
the
says something to
arms.
me in Arabic.
Oh, he says something
I
in
assume it's
Arabic.
Arabic. I'm sorry. I don't actually know. It could be made up a language. I have no idea. But he says something that
languages
none
are
of
made
us
up.
can understand that they
Right.
say is
yeah.
Arabic. How about that? And he just like pushes Elliot like kind of violently,
Yeah, he
You go
definitely
flying.
shoves me out of the way.
and then grabs Mike and like kind of like zaps, and they disappear.
Everyone's after this mic.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
after the mic, and that's the end of that scene. We don't really know what happens at that point, but
Yeah.
it seems to be surprising to everybody involved.
Yeah.
At your bar named Gin and Juice, you should have a DJ named DJ In.
It's so good.
DJINN.
I need an entirely themed bar right now. How quick can you get a business loan?
Loan fast. how fast can you put a bar together and get all the licensing and get your liquor license
Even
and stuff?
faster?
Yeah.
Much
Significantly
longer.
slower. Significantly
Especially in
slower.
Chicago, liquor licenses are
Ooh.
very easy to come
Yeah,
by.
you
All
better
right.
start greasing hands 6 months ago to get it in 2 years.
All right, this
Yeah.
is gonna be a thing that lives in my mind bar.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Do you want me to go? Do you want to go?
What's
Go ahead.
happening?
You wanna go?
I have like 2 scenes left.
Okay, fine.
I got,
Mike,
I,
do
got,
one.
I got 2 big ones and then a little baby ones.
I gotta
I'll
figure
give,
out.
I'll give you a little taste. We're in the lobby, and he tells us to take off our clothes.
Okay.
And so we take all our clothes off, and then he forces us out into the snow in Antarctica.
Okay. You said force, and I got worried, and
No.
then You said forced in Antarctica, and I felt better.
Really? Because you died pretty fast.
They're
Like
magic.
very-
I assume
magic,
they're magic.
sure.
They flew here
Magic
with
jacket.
geese. Okay.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair. Magic
just
naked.
Geese it up again. Get geesing.
Anyway,
A geesa.
what are you up to?
So I go to find Katie in her room in this wintry cottage school. And I'm like, hey, I almost died today. And I realized that I didn't want to die without knowing more about, whatever. And if you feel like telling me, I'm here. And she's like, I don't have to tell you. I can just like drop my words and let you in. You can see everything. Kind of I'm being honest.
Because you're psychic.
Oh, to read
Yeah,
her
you
mind.
can just read her mind.
And she closes her eyes. I close mine. I start to hear all the voices. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, your mom? She's the only person you love in the world. And she says, well, not anymore.
Do you actually get what happened? Can we summarize?
I get some hints. I'll just jump to the next scene.
Okay.
But that line of like she's not the only one she loves in the world anymore. So now it's the like I'm using you, but I also love you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, when she phrased it, she said, was she was saying like
so
at the
I'm
beginning?
like she's the only person
I
that
was
you
saying
love
she
in
was
the
dead
world
or something like that, or she broke her heart. No, she's saying about you. She loves you. too.
Yeah.
I misunderstood
Got
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
I thought her mom was
She's
like,
the only person
bad.
you love
Yeah,
in the
became a
world.
bastard.
Pause. Well, not anymore.
Got it. Okay.
So
Cute.
Very cute.
jumping forward, we're in bed, naked under the covers. Didn't take long to fix that.
Doesn't take much, huh?
Didn't take long. And I'm like, okay, so this person, Marina, she got into this person with some serious shit. I'm like, what if we got like really dope one of a kind magic? Maybe it would buy you out for good. So it sounds like Marina is some sort of dealer that she got in deep with.
Or just some criminal person.
Like
Yeah.
she owes money to this person.
It sounds like she owes money to her. And if we can get
Are you
Marina
sure it's money?
something, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
It'd
a
be
magical world, so
I
it's hard to
hope.
say.
I hope it's money.
Probably not money. 'cause
Probably
it's
not.
magic world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
assume
if we get some one of a kind magic, maybe that can buy you out of whatever this
Oh, so it's obviously not
obligation
money.
is.
She wants powerful. She wants
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah.
She wants cool magic that can
She,
do
like,
cool shit.
Sold to her.
I have. I
need
don't
to-
get
I
much.
need to know
That's
this.
kind of the problem with this scene.
Marina,
Yeah.
and she's into Marina for some deep shit.
Where it's like, let me see literally all of the details, and it's like what you get snippets of the inside their brain. You get one word, they have sex, and then you're jumping 10 minutes into a conversation,
Yeah.
and you get none of the backstory.
Yeah.
Kind of lame, but
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it'd have to be some pretty amazing magic to like make this work. I'm like, oh, it is. I've seen it. It's in Russian dude's office.
what magic do you the magic paint roller that took your tattoo off?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll figure it out in a second.
Okay.
I guess. Do you get an answer to that question?
I take something and I don't know what I take.
Okay, fair.
Oh
Okay.
my God, Mike.
What do you want me to do?
No, I'm just like, this is brutal.
It's your
Oh,
fault.
God,
I mean, it's not
okay.
your I mean, let me swatch that. It's your
Scary
problem,
dog.
but it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. We're Goodwill Hunting that shit.
Yeah, not your fault, man.
Anyway.
I guess we jump. Do you want to jump
go
on
for
if they're almost done?
Sure.
Let's jump later that night.
So basically, we have like everybody's like, I can't believe you sent away my boyfriend. we
Yeah.
were talking about like everyone's like we're starting to panic. So we're like, where did he go? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and I'm being accused because I'm the one who opened the bottle. I'm the one that he talked to before like he disappeared. And that's when Todd is basically saying like he apparently knows about djinns, and he was saying like the thing is that you didn't have to say anything out loud because the moment that you open the bottle he can read your thoughts. And Mark was like, rude. Like, which I'm like, yeah, I get that.
That's dangerous.
And Todd mentions that what he said to Margo. So we don't know what Margo's brain said, but the djinn said to Margo in Arabic, yes, I will do to him what you desire. So
Right.
Margo had desired something happen to Mike. The djinn read Margo's thoughts and then obeyed the command because Margo's the one who let the djinn out of the bottle. She uncapped the djinn.
Right.
Right.
And then I was like, well, all I thought was for him to go back where he came from. I'm just like, relax. It wasn't even the word. It wasn't even like, because everybody's like, oh my God, what was Margo thinking? And I'm like, relax.
I don't like the phrase "go back where you came from."
Neither
in a
do I,
magical
but it's
world.
not that bad.
It's
No. In a magical world,
I know.
that feels.
It's the library where they first met him.
Yes.
It's actually
Oh.
not really that bad.
Yeah, I got very worried whenever
yeah,
I read it. I
same.
was
I
like
thought he
trying to
was
I
being
know.
forced back in a womb.
We're traumatized by our news cycle, okay?
Yeah, I
I
was
was
Like-
also traumatized by like every genie story other than Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
turns out
Yeah. Best genie, only genie.
tricksters. Gotta watch out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tricksters plus magic.
Anything that's like promising to fulfill wishes for you.
Because your wish would
Generally, fairies,
Degenerate.
elves, djinn.
degenerates.
careful.
If you want to like properly like make a wish and not have it backfire on you, I feel like it needs to be like a thesis length paper where you're like getting all the gotchas written out.
I don't even think that's possible. Like you literally have a creature whose only reason for existence
It's fucking
is
up your
to
life.
fuck you over. Like you don't have enough. It's had more time to plan than you will ever have.
Is
Like-
it weird? There's an odd respect for that.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
hater, like that's like grade A.
It is part of what makes Wolfram and Hart kind of an
That's
effective
true.
thing in the Angelverse, because that is why they exist as a law firm, because they are reading in between lines and contracts, finding workarounds, and like
Yeah.
trapping magical beings that operate off of promises and contracts and bonds into their subservience. in
I
some
will
way.
say that there's like clearly a variation of like power and intelligence amongst demons, where I think in Angel and Buffy there's like a lot more leeway, because it's like, well, what's the personality of the demon that you're dealing with here? Whereas I think in this show it just seems like all the magical creatures and stuff seem a lot scarier. Like they seem more deadly in a way. Like Angel, you could get a demon that's kind of a goof, really.
Yeah. So far, we haven't seen, and I hope we get some of that, because it is what makes
I
that
miss
universe
that.
specifically good. Is you have the funny, goofy, weird ones, and then the super scary, dark, ethereal ones as
I'm
well.
gonna tell you, I don't think the show is gonna go that
don't
way at all.
Think so, but they are trying to be funny
Yeah.
consistently. So
That's true.
I'm curious if they end up sticking the landing on one.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, Side. The show's gone out of its way to try to be funny pretty often.
You're right. I guess like I haven't really seen a lot of that, like the funny stuff with the magic stuff. From my show
Yeah, but-
perspective, it's just like my character. So you're probably right. I'm just like,
But did you
missing
get a
that
ton of
stuff.
that in the first 7 episodes of Angel? I feel like a lot of that came in later seasons.
Well, some of that carried over from Buffy.
Yeah.
So that was like tone setting.
And I think the thing with Angel specifically as well, to call back to that, not to get off in too much of a tangent, but like the characters are charismatic, witty, and seem to be having a good time even when things are bad. Like the tone of that show is just also significantly, like even when people are dealing with just as dramatic shit, like if you have the magicians, the characters and the actors and the writers and magicians do the exact same 10 minutes of screen time as Angel characters and writers. One of them is going to be charismatic and funny, and the other one is going to be kind of like dry and sardonic and dark. And I think it's just the different presentation styles of
Yeah.
it a little bit. So I'm curious if they end up, like I said, it does feel like they're trying to tell their characters in the show here to have more fun. And I wonder if the lesson is that their characters are going to grow to be more spontaneous and
Margo and
engaging.
Elliot.
And yeah, exactly. It'd be weird. I don't usually see shows that dramatically change their characters, like presentation and tone.
yeah.
So-
I would be really surprised if they do that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen.
Yeah, if the actors have range, I guess.
Before we go to the library, I feel like you guys should maybe take a scene, because we're getting closer to the end. So
Sure.
I'll just finish up.
Okay.
3 quick scenes.
Yeah, whatever. Go for it.
So I'm walking out I'm in the hallway, and I'm coming back from his office, and I meet up with Katie, and I hand her something. Don't know what I grabbed. I'm
This is
like,
like theoretically a powerful magical thing.
yeah.
From,
And I'm like, is this good enough to trade you out of Marina's hold? Whatever that means. And she says it's small enough for a bird flight. So I'm assuming,
Turn back into geese and get out of here.
yeah, like we're going to take this to Marina. I'm like, let me go mix some paste for the spell. Give me a few minutes and we'll be flying again.
aren't you a traveler?
Can you bring people?
I don't know if I could bring people.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
It's clearly where that's going,
so
right?
hey,
Feels
let me
like.
go
Probably
prep
right.
this. We'll
Yeah.
go fly this to Marina, squash this ASAP. And then I go off to get some paste for the spell, come back to her room, and there's a note that just says, "Forgive me." So she's left without me.
Why?
Took the magic thing and then left without you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, it could be she doesn't want to get me involved,
That seems most likely.
which
That
is the
does seem
most
most
likely
likely.
thing.
Right.
But to
And-
you don't know that, so
Yeah.
yeah.
But if I've read her mind and I know that she is legit about all this, then it's the like she knew. It feels like she knew if she told me to stay put, she knew I wouldn't,
Right.
and so she just had to like get going.
I hope it doesn't go super dramatic. It feels
I-
like
I
you were
can't do
reading her
another lying
mind.
lover. I can't do another lying lover.
Well, it sounds like you're already in that. So
Yeah,
sorry,
you got typecast. No. What are you up to outside naked?
Yeah, it cuts to us coming back inside.
bud. Oh, okay.
That's it.
And then it's like doing the flashback thing of like we're putting on robes and it's like cutting to us outside, and then we're like, oh my god, like being out there without fur, and then it's like cutting, and then it's like foxes running in the snow. It's like, but with fur, it's nice, whatever. And then it's like it's cutting a lot. It's really kind of hard to follow, especially in our format where I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? But the gist of it, I think, is that I think we were mind controlling foxes or something, and then the foxes are like probably fucking in the snow, and then we're fucking in the snow, and then
So
and
wait,
then
so
we're-
wait, you mind transferred your horniness
Into the fox.
into the foxes,
I guess,
and 2 foxes in the snow.
Or they turned into foxes.
maybe,
And that's supposed to be showing
Yeah.
that this
but
this
it's,
is them.
it's showing both like foxes running around playing in the snow,
Yeah.
and then the 2 of us naked like making out in the snow, and then us like putting on robes back inside, and it's just like quickly
Like-
snap
Yeah.
cutting between
Like, was
all
there
these
any
things.
like what were the vibes from the foxes? Like, what did the fox say?
Oh, they fucking. and then I'm like, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? And she's like, it doesn't have to be. And then that's the end of that scene.
It sounds like
Okay.
you went outside and you were very cold, then you turned into foxes,
And
you
fucked
started having sex, and then afterwards you turned back into humans, then got back inside.
But like, are we allowed? Like, I don't understand how we get back in, because it just shows us opening the door and like, did he ever close the door behind
you
us?
just assumed that was the test. Is like, do you ever turn around and just?
This is why I think Brian's
Try.
right that it is mind control, because that was the thing they were trying to
Yeah.
do and failing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I guess the idea of like, but warm with fur, like that wouldn't make them warmer. So the idea that like they were protecting themselves by
I
giving themselves fur.
It was very unclear. But then
Yeah.
also, like, I don't know, if I was in the middle of Antarctica naked, I wouldn't be like, well, let's fuck right here.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be miserable.
So who knows?
I mean, at the end of the day, this whole scene was just here to finally have them hook up.
When you-
The
Yeah.
will they, won't they is done. Is
Turns
really
out the
only-
next scene, also us hooking up, but like in one of the dorm rooms.
Oh, sure. Much
When you
safer,
deal with a
much
show of
warmer.
magicians, the questions get very weird.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. So back to us walking to the library.
Yep.
We have a little fight on the way. A little
Tiff.
spat. Yes, a tiff.
A tiff.
On the way there, because there's like, Elliot is upset that
Disappeared my boyfriend.
and I'm like, boyfriend? He's supposed to be a random dick.
We have a whole bag of them.
And like, Margo's upset because apparently we have an agreement that nobody's supposed to get in between us.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. And
Story.
Elliot is trying to say
What does that
like,
mean? Like, you can't have like a romantic partner?
I think kind of.
Kind of,
without
yeah.
the other person either being involved or approving.
Yes.
That's a little
So
weird.
either a
I
throuple
would
or
agree.
nothing.
That's a-
Yes. I honestly, okay. This is
yeah, I
actually
think
partially, I think, kind of, I don't know. Either this is,
Is there jealousy?
yes.
Like
absolutely.
like romantic jealousy, or just like
It's so vague.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wish I knew, like, I'm going to give the show, you know what? I'm deciding. I'm giving the show credit. I'm assuming Elliot is bi, and there is some sort of relationship here that Margo and Elliot are like, we have a thing that has limits around their relationship.
Right.
And of like, this is not like, we're not getting married, I assume. Like that's not really what's going on there.
But you're going to
But-
die best friends together. It seems
But
like
also sleeping together maybe
but
sometimes.
Maybe sometimes.
Like it's like one of those. So there's something going on there. So yes, it is kind of like Margo's like, you can't just be bringing people in that aren't random dick and being upset and calling him your boyfriend. Like we had an agreement. Like,
Yeah.
there is jealousy. And when we get to the library, the djinn is standing over Mike with his like hands on his hips, just like grinning broadly.
What's the djinn look like?
It looks like a stereotype of like what a djinn would look like with
Is he,
the
like-
pants, the fluffy.
Yeah,
But is he
the-
like corporeal?
Is he blue?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
a dude.
just looks
It's
like a
just a
dude.
dude.
Is he blue?
It's just a guy.
no. He looks like
He's
a
just a
dude
guy.
again, standing puppy
So
pants
just
with
MC
like
Hammer pants.
like an open
and the
an
vest.
open vest
Yeah,
and maybe
like
it seems like a
very-
head wrap.
Very yes.
Yeah,
too.
like a head
very
wrap thing.
stereotypical.
Yeah.
So,
Always a vest.
in any case, like he's standing over, and Mike is on his knees, sucking a doorknob,
Yeah.
and
Not this one.
we
Not
kind
me.
of this is the bit. This is the
Yes.
joke. It's all a joke for me to put him back in the bottle. That's Todd explains how, because Todd is coming with us because he's the only person that knows what's going on, and I'm just like, I just said the thing I actually wished for in my head was I wanted him to go back where he came from and suck on some other knob, and then Margo like holds the closed bottle that has the gin now, and she's like, so literal.
Yeah, it seems like you're not going to give this gin over.
Not even a
As
little
a
bit.
gift.
I
Like, this is now
immediately-
yours.
I was like, oh no, this is her. Like this is going to be in her back pocket.
You gotta
She's not
break
giving
that
this to
bottle,
anybody.
or you gotta kill Margo. This doesn't end well.
Margo's gonna get like 3 good wishes out of
You
it,
already
and
got
then
one.
going
2
to die
more.
to the gin's hand due to a bad thought at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Chekhov's djinn.
Exactly.
We have our last scene is right before I leave for the orgy. So.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else?
We have one more scene.
Okay.
We can just do it now, I guess.
Do it, yeah.
And we're leaving. There's a door that is going to break bills. Like it's, the door is nice and sunny on the
Why
other
did we
side.
fly here?
Great question. And we asked, where's Katie? And Penny has an answer. You said, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Oh, so you are mad.
Yeah.
And so, like, Penny leaves through the door. Alice and I, like, are kind of the last through or whatever. And the Russian guy is, like, drinking out of his vodka bottle. And he's like, I got you both to drop your fears and inhibitions. For that, you should be eternally grateful. But I give you more. He's like, I give you your life's purpose. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's like, go live and prove me wrong, love each other, be honest and kind, come back here in 50 years and find my frozen dead corpse and, gloat over it with your perfect family.
Has anyone seen Dead Poets
So
Society?
he's a
Yeah, of
matchmaker?
course.
Yeah.
He's seen this movie and is trying to recreate that, and he's just so fucking bad at
Why
it.
won't they stand on their fucking desks?
I just want
do
them to
this every
stand
day. I just
on-
want them to stand on the desks.
Why don't they love me the way they love Robin Williams?
Oh, Captain. My Captain.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And so Alice leaves and I'm like about to follow and he like stops me and he's like, why the fox? Why not a mollusk or a firefly? and I'm like, the fox knows. I knew everything I needed to survive was me, and it's not just to survive, but to be happy. I was happy.
He boinked.
And then the guy says, the fox is in you now. Both of you, feed it.
What the fuck is this
And
guy?
I'm like, you really are a great teacher.
Did you
And the
slip?
guy says, I know, and I leave, and that's the end of the episode.
Did you slay?
this
you
was
put
a
mushroom-
dream.
this was-
a
I
dream.
have no idea.
Did
what
we
the,
just have like a mass group like dream?
okay.
but the fox is in you now.
That's pretty crazy.
The fox is in you. Yeah.
Last scene.
Last
We gotta
scene.
do it. We gotta do
Yeah,
ours.
yeah.
I don't
wait.
like we have to do it. I don't like that.
I
It's
love
either.
fine.
this one.
This one's fine. Because Margo is getting ready to go. Well, we were both supposed to be going to the Great Orgy today,
We were.
but Margo is ready, wondering where the hell Elliot is, and Elliot comes out looking not
Not.
quite like he's ready to go to an orgy.
Concerning.
Fully clothed.
Yeah. And I say, hey, listen, about Abita, unfortunately, I talked with him, and it's not really Mike's thing.
And I am worried because I'm like, fuck, are you still mad?
And I was like, yeah, well, yeah, no, but like a little bit. But that's not what I'm talking about here.
That's not why I'm not going to the orgy.
Exactly. I'm not because I'm mad at you, but like fuck you. But like fine. It's fine. And and again, this is that little flip here where I just want to spend time with Mike. I feel like this is something special. And I do think that after a little bit of a tiff in the library, Margo has settled down a little bit.
Yeah. I think that she was like frustrated with being like, nobody's supposed to get in between us. But I think eventually she realized that you were serious about this guy. And so she's like cool with it.
Yeah. I give you a little spin. I say, listen, yes, I like Mike, but I only have one Bambi, and I like smack you on the ass, and we like do a little spin around and kind of smile at each other really close.
And I'm just like, you're gonna miss me so much, you're not even gonna be able to get it up. And you're like,
yeah,
that's probably
true. And then Margo just sort of like, Todd,
and like, it is your lucky lifetime. And Todd is like, are you serious? And she's like, get your swimsuit. Rules are you don't talk. You have to fit in. And then you give him a little lowdown.
Yep. So he's like, he like is like a puppy. He's like, oh yeah, okay, I can't wait to go with Margo.
Todd.
And Elliot like grabs him by the shoulder and is like, listen, hey bud, listen to me.
Hey, bud.
Make sure she hydrates. Make sure she applies sunscreen, and make sure she waxes, because her little private areas can turn into a bit of a bush, and nobody wants that. Okay, bud? And he's like, are you serious? I was like, okay, you'll be fine. And I just kind of like push him like out the door.
And I throw Todd my genie. I'm like, you're in charge of the genie. And he looks like he doesn't want to be in charge of the genie, but
he's willing to kind of do whatever he wants.
Listen,
this is so fucking weird.
We're taking a girly pop trip to Ibiza, and you got a boy, and Elliot got a boyfriend. I don't know what y'all were doing.
Oh wait, sorry. There's one more scene.
I mean, everyone's boning.
There's one more scene. I have a little suspense. It's not actually that dramatic, but I do think something's fucking happening here, because last scene of the episode, middle of the night, Mike and Elliot are sleeping next to each other in bed,
middle of the night.
sort of face to face. You can tell they just got done having a great time. And Mike kind of like wakes up and stretches and goes to like get out of bed, and I like kind of nuzzle his nose and kind of roll over, dying. And Mike leaves and sort of walks out into another room, and you get a little bit of a cut to black, and the music kind of changes, and Elliot's like, Mike, what's going on? And you just hear him say, I'll be right there. And then the music goes, and then
Mike's dead, or Mike's the bad guy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Something happened.
Devastating.
That's why you don't go just randomly boning people.
Maybe
no,
just
that's
suck off
why
another
you don't
doorknob.
randomly like wifey up people.
That's the moral. Don't wife up. Randomly bone.
Yep.
You got a bag of dicks that's just getting cold.
Honey, you've barely touched your bag of dicks. No, we don't need to stop for bag of dicks. We have bag of dicks at home.
I don't know what was up with this.
Dicks at home.
Guys, I don't care how much you want to bring this joke back. I can't make it the title. I just can't.
It's just like, this episode was just like, everybody's having sex. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
What if it was a bag of Richards?
Oh.
Little Richards?
Anyway.
Yeah. You have Richard Dreyfuss. You got Lil Richard. You got Richard Durbin.
Okay.
And you stop. That's the third.
Yeah.
I need you to tell me what you actually think was going on.
What do you mean?
What do you mean,
in regards
Rodney?
to
Where?
Your episode.
My whole episode?
Yeah, this is the end. This is the wrap up. This is us drawing little strings to things. My strings don't go anywhere. It's a circle.
Your strings go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
Ibiza.
Your strings are on a bikini.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. This episode was all over the place. And we're foxes, but we're not foxes, but we're mind controlling the foxes. And then there's the drunk teacher who apparently has a TA we never see. It's a weird episode, and I think I didn't like it, but it was too weird for me to say that definitively.
That's kind of what I'm getting here. Just listening to you describe it, like, it feels like an episode that was really close to being like charming and weird, but instead was kind of like off-putting and weird, but it was like towing the line.
I get what they're going for with like the drunk Russian teacher.
Yeah.
I don't think they hit the mark they were going for. And that throws the whole thing into disarray in my head, because he's like the driving force behind everything we do in this episode.
How wild would it be if he turns out he's actually a real Russian actor?
Maybe that'd be crazy. I would love that. And maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I'm bad at picking up real Russian accent. Maybe everybody else has a bad Russian accent. Maybe
we've
this
been
guy's the
watching-
only real one that exists.
We've been watching Americanized Russian accents for so long that a true Russian accent feels like a caricature. We're just our whole entire
too much.
Yeah, our whole entire fucking head's been flipped on its noggin.
Like the Fox thing's probably going to come back at some
I
point.
would assume so.
I don't hate the idea that like you can't just do magic by the book. You have to kind of be creative and jazz hands your magic a little bit. Tutting.
Yeah, that's why it's there.
They've been jazz handing the whole time.
But it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see. I think I think you're right. I think that the fox thing is going to come back. There's going to be some component because like foxes are wily and they're intelligent, but they also do frolic and they have fun and like they're social creatures.
Yeah.
So it feels like there's a lot of intentionality to drawing the parallel to calling you two foxes.
And apparently they fuck.
Yeah, and I think they just wanted the Alice and Quintin relationship to like get off the ground. So
Finally
they can
do something.
dig into that more. But
That's all I got.
yeah,
Nothing else from your side?
All I got.
No,
All I got.
all good. I got a boyfriend, but he might be bad.
Don't we all?
Isn't that always the truth?
Yeah.
I'm your host, Mike, signing off. Left me as always.
It's Tasha.
In front of me as always.
It's Colin.
Right here, right now.
it's Brian.
Creeping in the background often.
Producer James.
We'll see you next time.
Bye forever.
For more information, go to popculturerollcall.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Our new theme provided by Stephen Rosbach. Find him at stephenrosbach.com for more of his work. Join us next week for another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call.